All right, look, if you think gun control only affects one group, think again. The DOJ just proved otherwise. What's going on, everybody? Rizzo from Ophidian Tactical, and welcome to the Ophidian Intel Brief. We'll work on the name, all right? We break down the most important 2A news, and we break down the most important 2A news you won't hear on cable news. Or you may. This week, the DOJ, it might still be the DOJ, has been quietly floating the idea of banning transgender Americans from owning firearms, using mental health as the justification. Now, that's not a conspiracy theory, all right? That's a real internal conversation happening right now at the federal level, all right? So let's talk about what's going on and why every gun owner, no matter who you are, how you vote, should be paying attention, be paying close attention to what's going on in Washington right now. A while ago, there was a large, a tragic school shooting at a Catholic school in Minnesota, and the last shooter was transgender, all right? Now, instead of focusing on that individual's actions, sources inside the DOJ say there was meetings about using existing mental health disqualifiers to restrict gun rights across the board for trans individuals. Let me be clear. There's no formal proposal, no official rules set yet, but the intent is there, all right? And once intent turns into policy, the damage is done. So here's the trick that they're using, all right? They're not coming after trans people directly. That wouldn't work, all right? They're coming at it sideways by claiming that being transgender qualifies as a mental health condition that should disqualify someone from gun ownership. It's not just slippery, all right? That's a damn slide straight down in the unconstitutional territory. All right, so under current law, you can be denied your gun rights if a judge deems you mentally defective or if you've been involuntarily committed, all right? But the idea applying that to an entire class of people based on identity, that's a whole different animal. Whether you agree with trans or gay or whatever, whether you agree with it or not, that's a slippery slope, people, all right? If the government can say this group is mentally unfit to own guns, what's stopping them from saying the same about veterans with PTSD, see? Or people with ADHD meds, huh? Or political dissidents, huh? Or just folks who see a therapist once a month, huh? That's the real damage here. It's not about agreeing with someone's lifestyle or identity. It's about defending the principle that rights belong to individuals, not to government-approved groups. That's all right, so you know it's wild when even the NRA is saying absolutely not. They issued a statement slamming the idea, saying gun rights apply equally, all right, regardless of race, gender, or identity. Now, let me ask you this. When was the last time the NRA and the LGBTQ plus organizations agreed on anything, all right? That's how far out of line this proposal is. And I don't care if you agree with their lifestyle or not. If you are a defender of the Second Amendment, a believer in the Constitution, you cannot agree with this at all. All right, so if you look back at U.S. history, this isn't new. Gun control has always been used as a tool to disarm the undesirable, all right? Whether that was black Americans after Reconstruction, Japanese Americans during internment, or political radicals during the Red Scare. Now, we're seeing the next chapter in that story. If we don't speak up, it won't stop with just one group. It never does. All right, so here's the bottom line. Either the Second Amendment is for everyone or it's for no one, all right? Ain't no either or. We don't have to agree on everything, but we must agree that rights shouldn't be handed out based on identity or politics. That's just wrong. You might not be trans, you might not even care about this issue. But if the government can do this to them, it can and will do it to you. All right, so what do you think? Should the government be allowed to determine someone's fitness to own a gun based on their identity? Let me know in the comments. Keep it respectful, all right? Real talk only. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe
for more weekly Ophidian Intel briefs and straight talk on firearms, training, and the real fight for 2A rights. Until next time, stay trained, stay ready, and stay unapologetically armed, all right? Peace.